if I would give Laura away. I was incredibly honoured, but obviously I refused. Anyone who knows me knows that I never knowingly give anything away. I'd try and sell it. If I can't sell it, I'll put it in the garage, hoping that I can use it later, which I never can. So I'll just leave it there, knowing sooner or later it won't be my problem anyway. But apparently giving Laura away, all that entailed is handing over, metaphorically, Laura to Adam. So that in the future, Laura, instead of doing exactly what she wants, does exactly what Adam tells her. Good luck with that. Oh, good luck with that. This is the second version of this speech, talk, call it what you will. The first, which, and frankly the more interesting one, was savagely censored by Jean. When I gave it to her and said, can you just check it for libel, slander, for general good taste. And when she handed it back to me, the only word that was left was welcome. Everything else was crossed out. But it is available. I did take the precaution of recording it and posting it on Adult Channel 735. So unless they've taken it down already, I should get in quick. Right, enough. Welcome to you all to the wedding of Adam Greenway and Laura Alice, or I should say Mr. and Mrs. Greenway now. Firstly, I've got to say, as Laura's already said, how lovely everybody looked, particularly the bridesmaids. Marcia and Annie and Poppy would have been very, very proud of them. And as two of the bridesmaids are my granddaughters, I could, I suppose, be accused of bias. Absolutely, I'm totally biased. But I'm glad to see that at least two of the bridesmaids have finally recovered from the hen knock. Which is more than can be said for the venue. I did in fact contact them this morning, and the repairs are coming on well. They should be open again in a couple of weeks. That is, if they can persuade the bouncers to come out from behind the settee. Apparently this hen do was at a happy bar.
Gay bar.
Gay bar. Isn't it the same thing? Apparently a happy bar isn't the same. In my head, happy and gay are the same. I'm sorry, in that case it was at a gay bar. And now the dust has settled, both metaphorically and literally. I haven't finished with Jenny and Holly, as respected, if not respectable, members of the medical profession, I'm going to have a chat with you on the need to act in future maturely, sensibly, and most of all, soberly. I'll say soberly again, just in case you missed it. Unfortunately, I've got no experience of acting maturely, sensibly, or soberly, so I'm going to have to refer to Jean for more guidance on that. Laura, you look lovely. And it all seems such a shame to me that a wedding dress is only used once. Unlike some brides who are used often, but that's another problem. And Jean still has her wedding dress that she wore 55 years ago, and it's still hanging in my wardrobe because there's no room left in her wardrobe. But she's got nothing to wear, but don't get me started on that. When I asked Jean, wouldn't it be a good idea to sell the wedding dress? She said, no, I might keep it in case I need it again. I've obviously known Laura all of her life, and I know quite a lot about her. I know a lot about her that she doesn't even know I know. But I promise not to reveal anything that might in any way embarrass her.
Yeah.
But as you know, my promises are completely worthless. But the big problem I have with the passing years, I'm not even sure what I remember was Laura anyway. It could have been somebody else entirely. So I think I'm going to take the easy way out and leave it there. We're extremely proud of Laura, obviously. In everything she's succeeded in doing, and particularly as she embarks on a new career. And it's a testament to her strength of character and intelligence that she's achieved what she has. We were impressed with Adam when we first met him. And he's providing the strength and support that Laura needs in her life, particularly when it comes to spending money. Or more importantly, not spending money. And I look forward to the time when he curbs her spending completely. I won't be putting any money on that. I'm sure.
A little bit.
I can put a little bit.
Talk about my coat.
So Adam and Laura are now embarking on the long road of marriage. The road that Jean and I have been on for 50-odd years. It's a long road. A long, long, long road. So, but make the most of today. Make the most of today because you'll remember it. You'll remember it all of your lives. As I remember that June day.
July.
That July day, 19... July day...
7 minutes now, come on.
I've still only just got married. I've got 50 years to go. And that's, sorry, that July day in 1967.
66.
Forget that, move that on. That's rubbish.
Who's dead?
Colin, by the way, Colin sends his regards. Now, Colin, for those of you fortunate enough not to know him, is a friend of ours who we call Billy Five Wives. For the obvious reason, he's had 5 wives. He could be on to number 6 now. It's only been 3 weeks since I've seen him. But when I told him that Jean and I, we were talking about 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, I told him that Jean and I, wasn't that bad? When I told him that Jean and I had been married for over 50 years, he said, well, so have I. And I said, Colin, I've been married to the same one for 50 years. You've had 5 of them. And that's a true story, by the way. He was recounting when I was up seeing last. He said, I was talking to this woman, and you know, I kind of recognised her, but I couldn't place her. And in the end, she said to me, you don't recognise me, do you? You know what's coming. And he said, no, you're vaguely familiar. He said, I was your first wife and mother of your children. And that is a true story, unlike a lot of what I've done. Advice to the groom. Now, it behoves me to give you advice on how to be a good husband. Unfortunately, as Jean will testify, I have no idea how to be a good husband. So all I can do is take the easy way out and pass on the advice that Jean gives to me on a regular basis. A very, very regular basis. One of the things I must say to you on giving you advice, when you're having an argument, a discussion, an argument, always have the last word. Make sure that you have the last word. You'll all know what I'm going to say. Make sure that last words are, yes, dear. I find you're absolutely right, my love, or I am sure time will tell that you're right. Make sure you agree. But remember, Adam, it's yes, dear, not yeah, whatever. You've got to remember, Adam, that us men are simple, uncomplicated creatures. If you want us to know anything, to explain it to us in words of one syllable, slowly, and keep repeating it till we get there. We don't do hints. Give you an idea. A couple of weeks ago, Jean said to me, "Do you not think that that kitchen wall is looking a bit tired?" Now, what she expected me to say is, "I agree with you entirely. What we're going to do now is go and buy a tin of that nice sky blue paint that we saw to match the cushions that we saw in Dunelms. We'll go and buy it now and I'll have it on the wall by this afternoon, darling." What she finished up getting was, what kitchen wall? Or even, what kitchen? The big advantage of being married is that women remember dates of birthdays and anniversaries. So you needn't bother, except for one, two, today's date and the birthday. Forget either of those and you'll be reminded of it for the rest of your life. But above all, marriage should be fun. Seriously, marriage should be fun, is that right? Every day, try and make an effort to make each other interested, curious and amused. Which is what I do. I find every day a new way of pissing Jean off. Which is one of the very few things I'm successful. What about no, dear? Okay, so there you have it. You've got the doubtful benefit of my advice, or the benefit of my doubtful advice, whichever you want. And finally, I'm going to get and go over there so that I can do the toast now. Finally, you all know Laura. You all know Laura as a nice, easygoing, friendly sort of a girl. She's not. She's not. For the first 12 years...
25.
Sorry?
25.
Okay. For the first 25 years of her life, she was miserable, moody, and aggressive. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you a story. We'd taken Laura on holiday in our camper van.
You said it wasn't going to be embarrassing.
We'd taken Laura.
Is this story going to take longer than 13
Yes. We'd taken Laura on holiday in our camper van to Poole.
Swanage.
The other thing you'll find, you need never worry about the facts in a story or a joke, because they will always interrupt and correct you. We'd taken Laura on a holiday in our camper van to Swanage, and she'd gone in the sea, come out covered in seaweed. So, being a great grandfather, not a great grandfather, a great grandfather, I got the hose out of the camper and squirted her down in the middle of the
Car park.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I stopped the wheel for a moment, and she was not amused. So, being a nice person and a nice grandfather, I made up a little song for her, which I enjoyed, she hated, which made it all worthwhile. And I'd like to sing that song for her. Just as an off chance, I forgot it. I don't suppose anybody's got a ukulele from out there. Oh. Jack, bring it out for me, if you would.
Sorry?
Jack, yeah, bring it.
Oh, that's
Thank you. Thank you. It's okay, Slim. It's okay. I'm not going to sing Leaning on the Lamppost or a Little Stick of Butt for long. Just, we were looking at it. I don't suppose anybody else plays the ukulele. Lucy? No? Holly?
Absolutely not.
No? Jen? How difficult. Okay, I'll sing the song. Jen and I'll sing the song. We'll then repeat it, and I want everybody to join in. The louder, the better. So we'll sing it first, or if you follow. It's ever such a simple little song. Are you ready?
I'd say so.
Right. I'm cold, I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, 'cause I'm not having any fun. I'm cold, I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, 'cause I've got seaweed up my bum. Are you all ready? You all ready? All the words? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm cold, I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, but I'm not having any fun. I'm cold, I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, 'cause I've got seaweed up my bum. Well done. Time. Laura, Adam, I hope you have a long and happy married life, and above all, an interesting one. To Laura and Adam.
Laura